everybody, it's your boy Eddie here and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And for today's video, we're going to be reviewing a very awesome sneaker that I personally did not hit on, and I'm a little salty about that. But big shout out to my boy Nate for hitting the raffle W and lending me his pair for the specific review. So before we even continue this video, guys, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below as well as that notification bell. And if you are already subscribed to the channel, definitely be sure to share with your friends and your family and all that, because your boy got to hit the milestones. I have a specific number that I want to hit by the end of the year, and I can't do that without y'all help. So with the formalities being out of the way, let's just get right into what you came here for, which is none other than the Union Jordan 1 Chicago Shadow. And guys, definitely based off of first impressions, this is 100% a cop in my opinion. I do have some comments and questions about it, but overall, I do think that Union did a very solid job on this sneaker right here. But definitely let me know what you think about the sneaker in the comment section down below. Something else I love is that the history that they put behind the sneaker, and for some reason, Union themselves and Jordan Brand did not go too crazy in the marketing. I don't know if they're waiting for the sneaker's release to give more of the historical aspect and inspiration behind the shoe, but based on what I gathered from what this sneaker is actually trying to do, it is pretty special. So this is obviously the Union Jordan 1 Chicago Shadow, but it's also labeled as the Union Jordan 1 I'm Back. And this is kind of like a double entendre thing that Chris Gibbs, who is the owner of Union, is trying to do. But then when tying all of that back together, the I'm Back statement actually stems back from 1993 when Michael Jordan retired after getting his third ring from the Chicago Bulls. And he essentially took a 1.5 to 2 year hiatus from the NBA. And in that meantime, he was actually playing for the Birmingham Barons in the MILB, which is the minor league baseball league. And pretty much, I think that's where they were inspired by putting the shadow top on this, because if you look at the Birmingham Barons colorways, they have that kind of white, gray, and black colorways on their jersey. And that's pretty much what the shadow is right here. So we do have that black and that gray detail. And then when looking at the UNC threading right here, which is connecting both the shadow top colorway versus the Chicago bottom colorway, that is where Michael Jordan played in college. So this is kind of like the thread keeping everything together. And essentially during the middle of that 1995 season, that's where Michael Jordan wrote the statement, I'm back, and started playing for the Chicago Bulls, wearing that Jordan 45 number, which is pretty crazy to note. But then when you put that all together, this is what I'm Back is. This is the shadow connected by the UNC going back home to the Chicago. And what I do want to say pretty briefly is that the original samples of these was a neutral gray top with the Chicago bottom. However, after looking at the black toes and looking at these BBS pairs, both had the neutral gray top, so it kind of would have been very redundant at this point to have 3 pairs with a neutral gray top. But my opinion on the better colorway does not matter, to be honest, because this sneaker right here tells an overall better story. So when looking at the top of this shadow gray colorway, this is his time retiring in basketball and going to play baseball. And then his love for the basketball, which is that UNC thread, brought him back into playing for the Chicago Bulls. And that's pretty much Chris Gibbs' way of saying, yo, y'all ain't really rock with the BBS colorway, even though it is very fire in my opinion. But I'm gonna take it back to what y'all really like, and this is why I'm back. So now with that being out of the way, let's just get right into the box details. And pretty much we have the same Union box, which came with the Jordan 1. So you just see a lot of different details around the whole entire top of the box lid. And then when you go here, you can see that Nike logo on the bottom, which is the standard Jordan 1 box detail. And then the lid just surrounds the whole entire thing. Then on this back area, you can see that detail right there, which is the standard Jordan 1 box. And then finally, we do have the sticker tag right there. And it does read off as Air Jordan 1 Retro High OGSP, and the colorway shown is Varsity Red, Black, and Sail. And this is a size 9. As I mentioned earlier, I did not hit. This is my boy Nate's pair. So again, shout out to you, bro, because without you, I would not be able to get this review out as soon as possible. Now when going into the sizing of the sneaker, I 100% recommend to go with your true to size. This size 9 fits like a size 9. Obviously, I'm a size 8, so there was that big space between the size 8 and the size 9. So whatever your true to size is in Jordan 1s, or whatever your standard true to size is, I definitely recommend going with that, and it should fit you perfectly fine. Then when opening this lid right here, you can see that we do have that Nike Air detail right there, which again is very reminiscent of the Jordan 1 box. And then one of my favorite details about this is the translucent wax tissue paper here. So we do have the Union Jordan details, and then we do get a lot of sketches behind the design process, and I think that's a very fun detail that Union puts on their sneakers. And it's also on the insole, which I'll show later into the video. So then when going onto the toe box area right here, we do have our standard all white tumble leather toe box, which is very nice. The quality doesn't feel as good as these pairs right here, but it isn't a significant difference to where I'll say, oh, it was trash or whatever. It's still very good, but it isn't the same quality. So then when moving on to the mudguard area right here, you can see that we do have that varsity red Chicago mudguard right there. But a very nice detail that I do love on the Union sneakers is the fact that they leave the edges of the leather to stick out on the sneaker, and then they paint them with that age detail. So it does give the sneaker an age look, although this is very fresh and brand new, but I really do love that detail. Then when moving towards the top of the shoe now, you can see that we do have 3 laces right here. So at the bottom, you do see the sail. At the middle, you see the Union colorway. And then at the top, you do see the shadow. And it does look like a regular black lace, but when you actually go to the tip of the black lace, we do have that split Union detail right here, which is half black, half shadow. Then we have the Union lace right here, as I mentioned earlier. And then we do have our standard sail to black transition, which is very nice. And I love this colorway on the shoe. A lot of people are gonna probably do the yellow because, as you may see on my on foot look, when you do have a pair of flared or slightly baggy jeans, it's just gonna look like a regular Chicago, and some people might assume it's a lost and found. But honestly, just wear the sneaker however you wanna wear it, guys. If you wanna wear super baggy jeans that cover the whole entire shoe and you only see the Chicago portion, or if you wanna wear super skinny jeans, which I don't recommend wearing super skinny jeans because then it's gonna not be proportioned to the ankle collar area. That's a conversation for another day on a fashion tip. But wear the sneakers how you want to wear them. Wear it with shorts and tube socks. Wear it however you want to wear them, because at the end of the day, if you own this item, it is your product and you can wear it however you want to wear it. So then when moving on to the tongue of the shoe, there is this two-tone detail right here, which is sail at the bottom. Then we have UNC stitching, then black at the top. And then there's this unique Nike tongue tab right here. Normally on the tongue tab of the Union Jordan 1 collaborations, it's going to be the colorway of the primary shoe. So as you can see on the top of the tongue tab of the black toe pair, it has a neutral gray colorway. So we do have a neutral gray tongue tab. And then on the neutral gray BBSs, obviously it's neutral gray overall. So we do have this neutral gray detail right here. But on this one, this has more of a design sketch feature, which I think is pretty interesting. It has this kind of paper drawn detail to it, which I think is very nice, but definitely separates itself from the other Air Jordan 1 Union pair. Then something else to note on the tongue area is the exposed foam detail. Then when going onto the lateral side of the shoe, guys, we do have that beautiful look right there. Just look at that shot. The silhouette, the shape is great. The colorway is phenomenal. Overall, a wonderful, great shoe. And then on this quarter panel area, there is this tumbled white leather, which is a very nice touch. Then we have this nubuck Nike check, which is a very nice detail. And on top of that nubuck, we do have that age painting on the outskirts of the actual check itself, which I think is a phenomenal touch. Then when moving towards the top of the shoe, we do have that beautiful Union LA tag, which is very classic and standard to every single Union Jordan collab that we have seen so far. Then when moving towards the top of the shoe, there is this beautiful UNC thread right here, which I believe connects the story between the Chicago and the shadow aspect. And I'm back detail of this sneaker right here, which makes it absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. And then when looking more up, we do have this oversized Air Jordan Wings logo, which is standard to the Union Air Jordan 1 detail. And when going towards the top of the shoe, we do have this black hair detail right here, which is standard to all of the Union Air Jordan 1 collabs. And as you can see, the UNC stitching goes around the whole entire area of the shoe, which definitely adds a very nice pop and gives that DIY detail, which is standard to the Union Air Jordan 1 Mythos. Then when looking at the medial side of the shoe, the same thing pretty much follows suit as the lateral side, so there's nothing else to report. So now let's just briefly go over the midsole details. And as you can see, we do have our standard Air Jordan 1 midsole. However, it is in that age sail detail, and for some reason Union just knows how to make an age sole. So anyways, when going on to the outsole of the sneaker, we do have our standard Air Jordan 1 traction pattern right here and that varsity red Chicago detail. But before we conclude this review, guys, we got 2 more details that I want to show y'all, which is none other than this beautiful Union hang tag right here. And I love this UNC blue detail that has the Jumpman and this frosted detail with their signature script right there. Then when going on to the final detail of the Union Jordan 1s before we conclude the review is this beautiful sketch detail, which is standard to all the Union Jordan 1s, but I do love how it looks. So pretty much with that being said, guys, that's going to conclude the history as well as the details of the shoe. So now let's get right into this on for look, guys. Alright guys, so that's going to conclude the review as well as the on-foot look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Definitely let me know what you think about the Union Air Jordan 1 Chicago Shadow, aka the I Am Back Union Jordan 1s, in the comment section down below. For me, this is definitely a cop overall. It isn't the best Union Jordan 1 collaboration. However, this is definitely a return of form, and I am absolutely looking forward to the Fragment Union Jordan 1s. Other than that, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're already subscribed to the channel, guys, don't forget to share with your friends and your family and all that, because your boy gotta hit them milestones in order for this channel to grow. And other than that, I'll catch you on the next video, y'all. Peace.